Imagine grabbing dinner with your best guy friend. Then a gorgeous girl from the next table walks over and hits on him. How would you react?
9시까지니까 끝나고 저희 집 인사 할래요? 가라고?
A mischievous show gets a request from two guys, Jay and Shin. They want to test where they really stand with their closest girlfriends. Is it pure friendship or hidden feelings? So the show brings in two actresses for a setup, a plan made to push the limits of friendship. The boys invite their girlfriends out for dinner. Jay's friend already looks a bit too soft when she watches him. Then the actresses make their entrance. As soon as they sit down, the guys slip away to the restroom, leaving the girls alone. And the actresses start chatting about the boys. Soon they hype up the guys' looks and build. Jay's friend is clearly annoyed, but Shin's friend secretly smiles, loving the idea. The boys return right on cue, and the actresses jump and flirt.
여자친구 있으세요?
저요?
여자친구 보는 거 아니에요? 그럼 저 번호 좀 주세요.
네.
Both guys hand over their numbers without hesitation. Shin's friend laughs, unable to hide her excitement. She's honestly happy he might finally date someone, but Jay's friend just stares at him upset.
왜? 아니 그래 진짜 아니지.
His answer leaves her speechless. Then a girl from the next table steps away for a moment. The actress says she feels lonely and asks if she can join their table. Shin's friend warmly invites her to sit beside her, but the actress walks straight to the guy's side. Both girlfriends are stunned.
주세요.
네네.
조금만.
Jay's friend clearly doesn't like her near them. The actress compliments her beauty non-stop, and Jay's friend finally cracks a smile.
너무 예쁘다. 난 너도 화장 안 했거든요. 너무
진짜?
너무 비교된다.
After a few drinks, the actress shifts to the main act. She says she wants to take the guy out for a drink later. He agrees without thinking twice. Jay's friend glares at both of them. Shin's friend stays cheerful for him. The girl from next table comes back, so the actress reluctantly returns to her seat. Then the guy says he needs to grab something outside. The second he leaves, the two actresses start arguing quietly.
오늘 나도 만난다고 하고 내가 사진 그랬어. 몰라네 나까지.
The girlfriends overhear everything. They realize the flirty one jumps between guys often. Shin's friend debates if she should warn him. He hurries back carrying a drink that helps clear the alcohol and hands it sweetly to the actress.
오늘 시간 것 같아가지고.
감사해요.
계세요?
감사합니다.
She invites him out again. Shin's friend finally snaps and calls her out. She exposes her fake intentions, but Jay's friend reacts the opposite.
내가 너 택시 타고 들어가 내가 그냥 오늘.
있어.
She storms off in frustration, and Jay jokingly hands her the bill.
무슨 계산도 안 하고?
아니 좀 봐봐.
얼마 안 하는데.
She's on the verge of tears. The actress pulls her back and reveals it was all a prank, and Jay laughs, asking if she likes him.
야 근데 왜 이렇게 빡치냐 너? 왜 이렇게 화났어?
하나하나씩. 죄송해요. 이거 불러놓고 이러는 거예요.
Imagine grabbing dinner with. If two creepy walkers show up on a subway at midnight, what would you do? Sounds like a nightmare already. To prank their guest, the crew goes all in again. They bring in two pro dancers for the setup and teach them this unnerving backward crawl. Anyone would freak out seeing that. Tonight's unlucky target is Yoshikawa. The crew drags out her shift until late at night, then puts her on the last train of the day. The train stops at the next station, and a monk in a straw hat steps onto the platform. Of course, he walks right into her car too. She starts shaking because he looks just like a figure from a scary legend. She wants to leave, but the door's shut before she can move. All she can do is watch him in fear. At the next stop, he leaves his wooden bucket, then walks off alone. She is terrified, but with nowhere else to go, she stays on the train. Suddenly, the bucket shakes with a loud thump. Right then, the lights in the car glitch out. When they flick back on, she gets the shock of her life. Two zombie-like crawlers move toward her corner slow and steady. Just as she is about to break down, the crew jumps out and reveals the prank. If two creepy... The strongest blender that can crush anything takes on the toughest food in the world, dried bonito. Recently, the director heard about a super powerful blender. If it's edible, it can grind it into complete powder. Even a golf ball wouldn't stand a chance. Not believing it, the director decided to see it for himself. The owner didn't hesitate either. He even did a live demonstration using a snowboard. No way, the machine didn't break at all, and in no time, the snowboard was completely reduced to powder. This thing is seriously powerful. The owner proudly said it's because of the insane horsepower. Its rotation speed reaches 250 miles per hour, and nothing can stop it once it starts spinning. Then he brought out a regular blender for comparison. The one on the right finished first, and the result was even finer and smoother.
粒一つなし。
It even crushed strawberry seeds into dust, so the director added 2 light bulbs into the machine. They were crushed with ease as well, and when they opened it afterward, even the metal caps had turned into powder. At this point, the director had no choice but to admit defeat, but then he remembered a certain food, bonito flakes. It's known as the hardest food in the world, so hard that you can't bite it at all. When you knock 2 pieces together, it sounds like stone hitting stone. That's why people don't really eat it directly. They shave it into thin flakes with a wooden tool. It's even hard enough to be used like a hammer.
多少粉が落ち始めてはいるが、同時に釘も抜けている。
But after being hammered, it only got a slight surface scratch, so the director tested its hardness and was shocked. It measured 45.5 on the hardness scale. For reference, an iron ball is around 87, so the director brought both companies together for a competition to see which one was truly stronger. The rules were simple. Within 1 minute, if the blender turns the bonito into powder, it wins. Otherwise, the bonito wins. Once everything was ready, the match begins. The moment it's dropped in, it already starts turning into powder. The bonito company owner instantly loses his smile. More and more powder appears. Then suddenly, the blender starts smoking. The bonito owner starts smiling again, but the blender doesn't stop. It keeps running normally. Then even the smoke disappears. Now the bonito owner starts to feel uneasy. Something's not right. Soon, 1 minute is up. If any solid chunk remains, the bonito wins. And then... There really is still a large piece of fish left unround. In the end, the bonito wins the competition. How intense Japanese variety shows can truly be. When going through all sorts of pranks from young women, you are not allowed to react in any way. Otherwise, you lose the challenge. 9 gorgeous young women came to the show today. The 2 guys were overjoyed by this. Imura volunteered to take part first. He then walked into the challenge zone. The first young woman rode a bicycle straight toward him. Imura had never witnessed such extreme stunts. The second young woman claimed to be his fan. She dreamed of giving him a good beating. Even though Himura was furious, he agreed to endure the punishment. She even told him to pull up his sweater. The painful punch brought tears to his eyes. The young woman possessed incredible strength. This was far from his worst moment. Ono had an entirely different experience. Imura thought the whole thing was totally unfair.
Shh! My dad's home.
Should I hide?
No, just don't make a sound. This is insane. We're seriously doing this right now? Getting caught with you would totally ruin my life, so why do I kind of love this?
A fire truck capable of spraying 500 gallons of water per minute competes against a water suction truck that can also pull 500 gallons per minute. Will the pool fill up first, or be drained first? Today is another day of wild ideas from the director. He heard about a company that makes an extremely powerful fire truck, capable of spraying 500 gallons of water per minute, all thanks to its insanely strong water pump. As he said this, the owner tilted up the front of the truck. Turns out, the front was just a cover. Underneath it was a massive water pump. Its internal blades are also about 50% more than a normal pump, so not only does it output a huge volume of water, it does it with extreme force. Strong enough to shatter glass.